That's all. Okay. Anything about syntax error and logic error and runtime error? Something more? You have anything to say about these sort of errors? Everyone, see everyone, okay? See everyone. தலைக்கீழ தொங்க போடக்கூடாது, எல்லாரையும் பார்க்கணும். மனசுல இருக்கிறத சொல்லணும். ஓகே, சின்டாக்ஸ் எரர்னா என்ன நம்ம மனசுல இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதை பத்தி நம்ம ஷேர் பண்ணணும். நோட் வந்து ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் பாயிண்ட் தான். சரி, ஓகேப்பா, உட்காரலாம். தேங்க்யூ. கிளாப் கொடுங்க சொல்லுறதுக்கு. Do we have Abdul Kalam here? Kalam, yeah, Kalam. Can you share the three types of error? Any idea about these three types of error? Thank you, Kalam. I'll clap for it. See, I really appreciate Abdul Kalam for one thing. Okay, the internship on that. Then I will know. The issue. Let me class then I can help you with some easy examples. So always try to share what you know and what you don't know. So எதுவுமே பேசாம blank இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா என்னால ஹேண்டில் பண்ணவே முடியாது. உங்களுக்கு எப்படி சொல்லணும் அப்படின்றது I won't get an idea, single idea about it. Okay, so please always try to express yourself. Okay, and Kalam Madri. Okay, the way he told something, அதுல ஒரு விஷயம் தெரியல அப்படின்னு. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is I can see the effort also. Okay, so he has done something. அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்கும்போது நீங்க அதுல விஷயம் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்றது எனக்கு வந்து புரிஞ்சிருக்கணும் நீங்க பேசுற விதத்துல வச்சு. சரியா? So always ensure that. Okay, so okay, now we will go with this questioning part. Okay, so I think last class 5 questions, right? So tools to find logical error. Okay, I think who has asked this question? Anyone? யார் கேட்ட இந்த question? Tools to find logical error. என்ன tools இருக்கு logical error கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு? Lakshan, I didn't mention the name here. Yourself? Who asked this question? Any idea? Sorry? Aditya. Ayathan, okay. Ayathan, tools to find logical error. So there is one simple way, okay? Simplest way is using the print statement. You can use print statement here and there, and then you can easily find it. That's a very, very basic way to find the logical error, okay? And there is something called as assertion. Okay, there is something called as assertion. Ayathan, where is Ayathan? Standing outside. Where is Ayathan? So there is something called as Ayathan. I'm just answering a question today. You can hear and then you can go. Okay. There is something called as assertions. So assertion testings that can be done in a very simple way in a code. So what's the code? Let me write a function voting age, if age less than 18, print what I can print eligible to vote, right? Else this is wrong code, right? Logic is wrong now. Not eligible to vote. So this is where we will work, right? So I'll call the function. So voting of 17, right? What's the answer I should get? But it's getting eligible, right? So the program is not crashing, the program is working, but there is a logical error, right? So how come we check this? So instead of print, I'm going to return, okay? I'm return it's eligible or not eligible. Not, sorry, return. Not eligible to vote. Okay. So I'm going to call this function and store whatever is returning, okay, in a variable. So 17. Okay. So what this function is supposed to return, if I am pass 17, what the function should supposed to return is if answer assert answer should be equal to not eligible to vote. So this answer should be equal to not eligible to vote for this particular value 70. Okay. So we can prompt something logic error check condition like this we can say. Okay. Now if we run and see, let's see what happens here. See what problem is creating here. It's automatically triggering an error, right? So previously it haven't triggered any error. Am I right? Yes, it hasn't caused any error. If I just comment this out, it won't create an error, right? Now if I use assertion, it will create an error like this. Assertion error, logic error, check the condition. This way we can make sure that logic error has happened somewhere in the program because it is not providing the value that is expected by us. So clearly a logical problem. So assertions also we can do. Okay, using assertion testing, that's a basic test we can use to see whether we have a logical error or not. Yes, Ayatan? Yeah, you can close the door now. Yeah, I think I answered you. I'll answer the rest of the classes. And the previous question Ayatan posted, whether if we have a very large number of lines of code, that case compiler is better now to handle all those errors and bring it into one instead of interpreter. That's the problem. Instead of using an interpreter. So there are various parameters in which we can compare the interpreter and compiler. So every time we cannot say the compiler is somewhat better than interpreter. Only those parameters, they will decide whether in that situation compiler is better or not. As asked by the Er.R, in case of a very large program, we want all the errors to be accumulated at once and to act in a single stretch. The compiler will be better. In that case, we can't make the Python to be compiled. We have to choose a language. We have to choose a language where it is a compiler-based language. Okay, depending upon what do we need, what advantage we need, we have to choose that particular language. After choosing a language, we can't expect the features that are available from the compiler-based one. Okay, you want very instant execution of a program or a portability, you just go with this interpreter-based languages. Okay, got it? Yes, yeah, I'll come on by one. Next question is this. Okay. As of now, your two questions are solved, right? Oh, great. Thanks. And seventh question, what are the high-level debugging softwares available for Python? Who asked this question? High-level. Dakshin, right? No, Dakshin asked this question, I guess. The question yaar keda looking Sorry? Dakshin only. Okay. Dakshin. What are the high-level debugging tools available for Python? So basically we use the Python debugger. Apart from Sentry, PyCharm, and Birdseye, we have all these high-level debugging software available. So as of now, we can use this Birdseye. Okay, that's one excellent debugger. Visually, it will help you to understand your program. Line by line, it will help you to visually go through all the programs. Okay, so it will take some time. Birdseye, yeah. So automatically it will open the browser, okay? So that we can see the code. And if you want to see what happens here and there, we can just able to see that also, okay? So this is a function. So age 17, 17 which is less than 18, it is printing, it is returning eligible. So this condition is actually working. So that those things only will be highlighted. The rest of the things will be in the opposite thing, okay? So it will be like in an invisible way. So like this, we can view the different segment of your program, okay, using this Birdseye. And there are many other tools also, okay? And many of the debuggers, they are always available within the IDEs. So like PyCharm and VS Code, most of the debuggers will be attached to the IDEs also. Using the IDEs also, you can straight away invoke the debugger and then you can step through the codes in your program, okay? And Tony has also an inbuilt debugger. We can also use the inbuilt debugger. We can step into the function. Then we can see line by line what is happening inside the function, okay? So age less than 18, printing. So section by section we can go, okay? We can find the problem. So there is also some inbuilt debugger, Python debugger is available, PDP, which you can try in your phone. Okay, you can just work this, okay? There's something called as a breakpoint command. So once you run your program, wherever the breakpoint is encountered, what happens now? The debugger will get initiated. So now you see, if age is less than 18, well, I want to see the age value. What is the age value? 17 here. Okay, so 17 இருக்கா? அப்ப இங்க என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு வேணாலும் தெரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும். Okay, so continue. Eligible. So just try with this PDB in your home. Okay, it's a very, very simple way to debug the program. You can just try this one. Okay. And the next question, how to automatically debug a program? So the only way I see here is that using exception handling techniques and this assertion also we can help to automatically debug. And there is something called as PyLint, MyPy. These packages, sorry, these modules also help us to identify type related issues. Okay, any coding standard is violated, that issues and all, they could be solved by this tools. Okay. And will it take a long time to detect and find errors in a program? Yeah, of course, the manual and automatic way. If you ask your friend to review your code, he will be அவனுக்கு அந்த பிரச்சனை ஏற்கனவே வந்திருக்கலாம். ஸோ உடனே உங்க கோடை பார்த்தா அவனால இன்ஸ்டன்டேனியஸா சொல்ல முடியும் இந்த பிரச்சனை இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So manual and automatic, they also based on different parameters, the time will be often decided. Like developer experience, what is the tool that you are using, and what is that kind of testing, integration testing, unit testing, இந்த மாதிரி எது யூஸ் பண்றீங்க, அப்புறம் உங்க கோடு எந்த அளவுக்கு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸா இருக்கு, இதெல்லாமே பொறுத்து தான் வந்துட்டு டீபக்கிங்கோட டைம் நம்ம சொல்ல முடியும். We cannot say இவ்வளவு fraction of timeless பண்ண முடியும்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. So all these factors, they truly affect the debugging time. Okay. Who asked this question? Just want to find. Sorry? Gokul. Gokul absent? You got. Okay. By the way, did he answer your questions? Pretty clear with these questions? Yeah. Okay. So finally, what is meant by module? Module is just a Python file. Okay. So if you have a group of functions that you want to reuse here and there, you just put it in a module. That's all. So wherever you need, okay, then you can import that module and then you can use all the functionalities in the module. Okay. Performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, you just put that in a module. Okay. Just a Python file, .py file. Okay. And import that file in your current program and call those functions. That's all. Simple. Okay. Everyone clear with the questions? Yeah. Shall I move to the next lecture? At the last, you have a question. You can ask question at the last for today's lecture.
Today we trained it some.
You missed it? Yeah, 5 questions. Compiler, debugger, right? So one more question from my end. So what's the difference between this compiler, interpreter, and they're disturbing you guys? Pratik and Manoj, are they disturbing you from outside? Yeah? You are disturbing them outside? Okay, right. So compiler, debugger, interpreter, the difference between these 3 programs. So interpreter and compiler, they translate your source code to a object code or a machine readable form. The debugger is a program. That program will, like a module, is a separate program. The purpose of the module is to find an error, either a syntax error, logic error, or if any code violation is happening, memory-based issues there. So the debugger role could be the basic role of a debugger is simple, detecting error in your code. That's all. But what sort of error? So that is different for debugger to debugger. Okay, the debugger's role is to determine the error in your code. That's all. Okay. How easily it helps you to detect error in your code, that really matters. That is what different between different kinds of debuggers. Clear?
So you need to translate myself.
Debugger also.
Yeah, and people also need to translate the course, the findings, the space. That also translation and
No, it looks only for the code. It won't go deep into optimizations at all. Just determines what is the code problem. That's all. It's the role of a debugger. So you don't want to pull with this compiler right now. The debugger, its responsibility is totally different. That we have to clearly find it. Yes, guys. Yeah. So you won't get these informations, okay? So don't take it as a headache, guys. Okay. So try to listen to what we are talking, okay? So otherwise, in your 4th year, you will start crying, okay? Now it might be a headache. 4th year will start crying. Obviously, I'm hearing cries from my students in 4th year, not knowing any basic stuffs. Okay. I pulled it here. My bad. Okay. So today's lecture is about values and types. Okay. So a program basically contains a data, and this data is in the form of input and output. Okay. This data is often represented in terms of values, and the value we often call in the terms of programming languages literals. Okay. So this literals are numbers, strings. Okay. They often represents the data. Okay. Data, value, literal. All these things represent same. Okay. So 1, 2.5, hello world, all these are values, but different types of values, right? So that's what we're going to explore here. What are the different types of values? Okay. So Python has some standard data types like numbers, strings, list, tuples, and dictionaries. Each and every data have their own nature. Okay. So number data type, they store numerical values like 5, 10, 20, -1, -2, etc. So the numerical data type itself, we can broadly classify into many types like say integer, long integer, floating point value, and complex numbers. So integers are just whole numbers without any decimal points that we all know, right? They can be either a positive number or a negative number. Say, for example, number 1 is equal to 10, mark which is equal to 75. Next is long integer. The long integer, they represent numbers from other number system like octal number system and hexadecimal number system. What number system we are working here, Pratik? What is the basic number system we are working? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All these are what number system they belong to? Natural numbers. But what number system? Okay, nice try. Sit down. Thank you. Any idea? Anushya? Yourself? Arti, sorry. You have to stand up first, okay? Whenever I ask a question, you should stand up. Sorry? Octal number system. 10 also octal number system. Up to 8 is fine. But what is the number system we are working day to day? Sorry? Sit down. But nice try. Sit down. Sit down, sit down. We'll call it as a decimal number system, right? So 0 to 9, we call it as a decimal number system. May have different types of conventions for that, but basically it is a decimal number system 0 to 9. Got it? So apart from that, we use octal number system and hexadecimal number system. So octal numbers, the numbers are within 0 to 7, only 8 symbols to represent that number. So any octal number will start with a 0 followed by an uppercase or lowercase o. Example, value is equal to 0, small o, 5. This indicates a octal number. Okay, Manoj, give an example for octal number. Example for octal number. 0. In Python, how will you give an example? So you didn't listen, you didn't observe the slide. Yourself, madam. What is the example for octal number? Hmm. 0, 0, 0. Sit down, both of you, sit down. Listen, okay, during the class, observe. This is totally rude, okay? Try to listen what you're teaching the class. Nothing is entering your ears. So we can't continue like this, okay? If you continue like this, then I'll handle it in a different way. Okay, so make me always feel cool, okay, in the class. If you tighten the situation, then I won't have anything in my hand. I also have to force the situation, okay? By the end of the semester, I should make it clear in the course. Either you do it in your own way or I will do it my own way. You decide it. Clear, guys? So just simple, right? 0 followed by either a small o or upper O and then a value. So this is how you represent an octal value in a program, Python program. It's hexadecimal number. Value starting from 0 to F. Yes or no? All the numbers from 0 to 9. 10 is represented as A. 11 is represented as B. 12 is represented as C. 13 is represented as D. 14 as E. And 15 F. Okay, so 0 to 15. 10 to 15 is represented in terms of A to F. Okay, so in order to indicate a hexadecimal value, we often use a prefix starting with 0 followed by either uppercase or lowercase x. An example is 0x9a. The prefix 0x indicates what? Hexadecimal number. 9 and a are value with the number system, hexadecimal number system. So 3 number system. X is not. No, X is a way to say that this is a hexadecimal number. X is not part of hexadecimal number. 9, A, they are all part of the hexadecimal number. Okay, right. Like initial 0x now, and I can say that 9. It can be 9, 9 also, right? 99 can be also decimal number system. If it is 55, 5 is also decimal. It could also be hexadecimal also. Can be octal also. Among these three things, how I will say this belongs to this 5 belongs to hexadecimal number. Exactly, man. Exactly. So 0x. By using 0x, we can say that it belongs to hexadecimal number system. See? Number, binary number. So we have base 2, which indicates that there are only two possible values, which are 0 and 1. Okay. So the prefix is 0 followed by uppercase b or lowercase b. An example is 0b 10110. 0b 1010. This is a binary number. Okay. This is one binary number for 12. This is equivalent to 12 in decimal number system. So that's all I think with these three things. Next is floating point number. So floating point number, they represent either positive or negative numbers along with the fractional part. Okay. So 3.14, 75.5. Say so they are floating point values. Complex numbers. So this complex numbers contain two parts. One is real part, other one is imaginary part. So even the complex numbers are allowed in Python program. So value 1 is equal to 4 plus 2j. Value 2 is equal to 5 plus 3j. So these are complex numbers, so real and imaginary parts. So next is strings. So strings are sequence of character represented within quotation marks. Either a single quotation or double quotation, both are allowed. So whatever is available inside the double quotation, that will be taken as a string. If you put 5 inside the double quotes, will it be a string? Kanishka, will it be a string? Yes. So whatever is there in double quotes, that is a string. So substring, you can take a part of the string. That's what substring is. That is possible through slicing operator. In a large string, you can break or you can take a part of the string from it. Okay, you can copy a part of the string from it. Or you can see or get a part of string from it that we call slicing. So using slicing operator, we can do it. The slicing operator is indicated using a square bracket with a colon inside it. Okay, I'll show you how to do this. Every string, every element in a string, it has an index. The index starts with 0. Okay, and the last index will be by default -1. You can move through the string from left to right or from right to left. If you are moving from left to right, you have to index from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. If you are moving from right to left, then you have to index from -1, -2, -3 like that. Okay. So this is a simple example shown here. So string 1 is equal to hello world. So H, E, L, L, O, all these letters you see, even the comma is also having an index. The comma is also a valid character. How about empty space? Indumati, how do you think an empty space, will it be a string? No, why not? Exactly, but the empty space, if it is enclosed inside a double quotes, the double quotes contain only empty, nothing more. Well, that empty space will be taken. Instead of comma, I'm using a space between hello and world. That space, will it be taken as a string character? Exactly. So that white space also is taken as a character. Got it? White space also will be taken as a character in a program. Got it? So you see, from left to right, we have index 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. So from right side, we have index starting with the -1 and it incrementally goes to the left hand. Okay. So simple example shown here. So str1, we are assigning we are initializing with the string hello world. So we are printing the str1, and if str1 inside the square bracket, I'm passing 0. What happens here? So this operator will call index of operator. So this square bracket will call as index operator. So using index operator, we can see each and every individual value inside a string. We want to take H or we want to display O or any single letter in a string, any index operator. We want to display a single letter in a string, can use index operator. Okay. str110 will display the first character in the string. str-1, the last character in this. STR1 of 1:5. What it indicates? This is called slicing. A part of the string. We are trying to display a part of the string. Okay, a portion of the string. Yeah. So starting the first character, ending with fifth character. So the fifth character will be excluded. Okay, got it? The fifth character will be excluded. It won't be included in the extracted string. The first string to last. Okay. I know what mode I'm working now here. What is the mode I'm working here now? Sorry? Mode. What mode of interpreter? Sorry? String is a data type, or no? What mode it is? What mode of execution I'm working? Sorry? Anyone from the boy side? Bhubesh. Interpreter mode, or we can say interactive mode. You can call it as interactive mode. Sit on both of you. Okay. So frequently you have to study, otherwise the terms will go off your mind. Okay. So it's called interactive mode or interpreter mode. Straight away we are talking with this interpreter. So what I'm going to do here. So string 1 is equal to hello world. Okay. String 1 of 0. What will happen? I'm getting displayed only H here, right? So I need to display only hello. I don't want to display world. So what I have to do here? What should be the starting index? 0. What should be the ending index, Balaji? What should be the ending index? Sorry? I should only display hello. What should be the ending index? 4. Hell. I want hello, not hell. Sorry? 5, exactly. So you might think that O's index is 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will exclude that index. Remember that, okay? If you use 0 to 4, it won't include that index. Leaving the character, it display rest of the things. So you should always give one more position. Okay. So 0 to 5. So the negative last part, if I want to display negative D. Okay. So -1 to -5. What happens here? Starting index is -1, ending index is -5. What will happen? Why is not showing anything? Why it's not showing anything? The two indexes are starting index is -1, the ending index is -3. Can you note this example? String 1, square bracket -1, colon -3. So tomorrow you have to tell me why this problem is coming. Yeah? Can you all do it? Yes? Why this is coming? Why it's showing empty string, not a value? And concatenating two strings. So just add one string with the other string. Those two string, what will happen? You can concatenate and you can display. So str1 into 2. The string will be repeated multiple times. If str1 into 2 means number of 2 times the string will be repeated again. Okay. Next is list. So list is a collection. Okay. So list can hold data of different types. Even a list can hold another list also. So list is created by using a square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we can include any number of values. Okay. So like strings, list can also be accessed using a slicing operator. Okay. Or using indexing operator, we can refer each and every value inside a list. Using a slicing operator, we can able to get a portion of elements from the list. Okay. Got it, guys? So in a list, the index 0 represents the beginning of the element and -1 indicates the ending of the list. All the collections you see, string, list, tuple, these collections, they have the same property. The property, once you understand for string, the same property applies for tuple and the list also. So clear? So the first element contains a string ABCD. The second contains a number 345. The third contains a floating point value 3.2. So it contains the data of different type here, right? So each and every value are indexed. Left to right, the index are positively signed. From right to left, the index starts with -1 and all the values are negatively signed. Okay. So example given here. So list one contains a set of values. I'm just trying to display the list. If you want to display the list, just pass it to the print function. Print list one. That's all. If you want to display the first element of the list, just pass the index 0. Okay. If you want to print the last element in the list, pass -1. That's it. Okay. If you want to display a range of value in a list or a portion of the list, use slicing. Okay. If you want to repeat the list, use multiplication sign. Okay. If you want to combine the list, use plus sign. Okay. Next is tuple. So tuple is another sequence data type similar to the list. So tuple contains a number of values, comma separated values. Okay, like list, tuple also has different types of value inside it. The only difference between a tuple and a list is the tuple is mutable. The list is mutable and tuple is immutable. So once you put something into the tuple, you can't change it during the runtime. If you want to change the tuple, you have to stop the program, go inside the program, modify the tuple. That's all. During runtime, you can't alter the tuple. So you can't change the values inside the tuple during runtime. So that's why you call this immutable. Got it? That's why you call tuple as immutable. Yourself, why we call tuple as immutable? Yeah. What's your name? Your name is Aarti. You tell me why it is immutable, Aarti. You don't have to say it in English. You have to can try something. That will be good. Aditya, yourself. Tuple. Exactly. So once you have a tuple, can't change the values inside the tuple. So that's the nature of tuple. That's why we call this tuple as immutable. Tuple ஒரு வேல்யூ இருக்குன்னா ரன் டைம்ல அந்த வேல்யூ மாத்த முடியாது. Got it? Okay, sit down. Both of you sit. Okay, guys. We'll see one example and then we can conclude here. And then we can continue with the rest of the things in the next class. I think two or three data types will be reminded. Yes. So the same thing applies here. Tuple is also a sequential data type. So list, tuple, string. All these are sequential data type. Why? All the indexes are in sequence. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the indexes are in sequence order. So these are all sequential data types. And how about the tuple, list, and string? Whether they're mutable? Tuple is immutable, string is immutable, but list is mutable. You can change elements of the list, but tuple and strings are immutable. You can't change them. Okay. So once you understand list, tuple is that's all. Same thing. You can access the elements in the tuple by using the index. Left to right, use positive index. Right to left. The reverse way, if you want to display the list or tuple, you can use negative index. Okay. Here I'm just trying to display the value in a tuple through index, through either positive index or negative index. And I'm extracting a part or a portion of the tuple by using the slicing. So 1, 2, 3. So this slicing operator contains what? A starting index and the ending index, right? So how about the starting index? How many letters it will display? Sorry, how many elements it will display? Tuple 1:3. Why 2 elements only it's displaying? Kanishka, why it's displaying only 2 elements here? Why? Not visible. So all the slides you are not able to see. Okay. So tuple 1:3. I'm able to display only 2 values. I'm able to see only 2 values. Is it supposed to return only two values? If you are giving slicing 1:3 means. It's totally weird here. So this is what slicing means, right? You didn't understand slicing. Yeah, that is there here. You see, ABCD 345, 3.2 Python. All these are tuples, right? You are slicing from this tuple one, right? Okay. Anyone can say that? Kishore. Sure. Kishore, can you say? எல்லாரும் குத்துமதி பதம் கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கீங்களா? தெரிய மாட்டீங்களா? So why it's returning only two values? I think this is visible, right? That's what is there in the code also, but with a different value. Is it supposed to return two value or supposed to return three value? So don't teach your friends, okay, I really hate that. That's my job. When I leave, you can take my role. But while I'm present, you please keep quiet. Okay? That is my job. I will do the teaching part. If I'm not there, I really encourage you to teach your friends. That's really a good thing. But while I'm inside, I should do my job. You should do your job. Clear, guys? Kanishka. Absolutely correct, right? Kishore, your answers. Say something. I want your opinion. I don't need right answers. I want opinions. That's all. Manoj and Kritik, get up, guys, both of you. Here often I should not see both of you sitting together. Okay, I see you guys sitting together, then things will be different. Okay, Kritik, move to that place. Move to the corner. Move to the corner. Yeah, the corner. Any idea, man? Say some opinion. I don't need right answer, man. Kanishka also didn't told the right answer. She told your opinion. I really respect that. I just need an opinion. That's all. Standing blank, I really hate that. I don't accept that behavior. That means my class is nothing. Yourself. Can you say? Louder, louder. The index was 0, 1, 3. One with okay. Now, 0, 1, 2, 3. Actually, the value of the code is the value contained at the end point or a minus of that. See, always I told it is excluding. The end value will be always excluded, guys. Manishka, not the starting value. It will start with the starting index, which is 1. First index என்ன இருக்கு 0 வா first index என்ன இருக்கு this is 0th index, this is first index 2 அப்ப அது print ஆகும் அடுத்த index என்ன அடுத்த index 3 இருக்கா 3 print ஆகும் அடுத்த index என்ன indexல 4 இருக்கு and the index is getting excluded, so end index will be always excluded. மறக்க மாட்டீங்களா okay கிஷோர் புரிஞ்சப்பா comma is like a separator. It's not a valid character. 1 and 2 is separate பண்ணி காட்டுது அவ்வளவுதான். கம்மான்றது ஒரு வேல்யூ கிடையாது. இப்போ கம்மா எடுத்துட்டா எல்லாமே ஒரே நம்பர் ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? அதனால நம்ம கம்மா கொடுக்கணும். Good, good, nice. Okay, sit down. Both of you sit down, sit down. So we'll stop here. The next class we will discuss. Okay. So now question time. So either you ask me or I will ask you. I need 5 questions by the end of the class from the today's lecture. Definitely there will be many mind-bending questions to you because I am getting many mind-bending answers. Do you have any? I really appreciate your interest in the class, but you should be on time to the class. Sorry?
Yesterday I used this problem.
Okay.
I went to discuss on.
But time is the time, good is it? Right? I'm exactly right here. You guys should also be exactly. Okay. Okay, come inside. Yeah, come inside and post the question. Okay. Come on, guys. No question you have. How many of you are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many?
5, 6.
5, 6.
That is in the salary.
Yeah. Go to please and raise the question. Go inside. Go inside, guys. Go inside. Guys, come on. I need to leave. Come on. Just post the question. Yeah. What's your name? Sorry? Amshini. Okay. What's the difference between? What is the difference between print? Oh, of course, I used in this example. You asked me print and return. Good. Okay. Nice. Next question. Indumadi. Right. Yes, Indumadi. Why -1? Good. Nice question. Why -1 from right side, right to left? Why index -1? Okay, good. Next one. Next question. Like this, some complicated sum. Yes. Sorry, could just slow down a minute.
So I see that exception problem is the linear search let's say is not okay, but number of cases is like
Number of?
cases. So if an explain under description.
Okay, I will answer that surely, but that is out of the box. Okay, I want from today's lecture, but you can ask me any question anytime. I will answer that. That's not a problem. Next class வரதுக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு question வேணும் கண்டிப்பா. இந்த lectureல எனக்கு வேணும். If you have any question in that. Are we really using octal hexa in program? Yeah, we can use. I'll show you. Okay, next class. Anyone? 14. Akshan, right? Your name is Ashwath. Okay. Kalam. Yes. Kalam. I can answer it straight away, but tomorrow's class I'll answer. Okay. Tuple inside the list is mutable or mutable. Immutable.
List inside the tuple.
List inside the tuple. Okay. List inside the tuple. Tuple is mutable or immutable. Last question. Sorry. Yeah, I'll answer both the questions. Okay. Mithun. Yes, Mithun. Why tuple? Nice man. Tuple and strings are immutable. Okay. Next class வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு சின்ன கிஃப்ட்டோ சாக்லேட்டோ கொண்டு வரதா நல்லா இருக்கும் நினைக்கிறேன். இந்த 5 கொஸ்டின்ல யார் ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளெக்ஸா சேலஞ்சிங்கா கேக்குறாங்களோ கொடுக்கலாமா அப்படி? சாக்லேட் வாங்குவீங்களா நீங்க? ரொம்ப குணத்தனமா இருக்குமா அது? You like chocolates? Huh? Okay. Sherry, we'll start with this 5 questions tomorrow. Okay. Guys, on the window mode close பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? இந்த window.